Doesn't work. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Insider BA's Rumor Mill with a brand new logo. Thank you, courtesy of Timo from the SmackTalk team. I'm your host, as always, Insider BA. My co-host this week is none other than Macho Man Matty Savage. Matty. How about that?
That's me.
That's you. Throw out the social media for the guys joining in right now.
Of course, anybody that is just tuning in, thank you as always for following along with us as we talk about the top rumors in the WWE, AEW universe, NXT universe. We're talking everything now. All of our social media, direct links in the comment section, in the description of the post below. Make sure you like, share, retweet, follow, and subscribe. It's the 5 things that, I read it on your little piece of paper. I finally got my
it's on the piece of paper.
Yeah, it's there.
You didn't say it in order, though. It's not in order. Yeah, I like to say
Good
like,
enough.
Share, retweet, follow, and subscribe. The 5 things you got to do to let us run wild on you.
Good enough. But anyway, a special shout out, My Fantasy Sports Talk, as always. We're wrapping up Week 6 tonight with the Lions against the Packers. If you're looking for a spot start tonight, Jamal Williams is active.
Yep. TJ Hawkinson is active now.
Well,
already dropped his ass.
Leave it at that. Follow My Fantasy Sports Talk, as always. And I see Johnny Lopes there. What's up, Johnny Lopes?
Yep.
Shout out to the Forever Experiment there as well. And here we are.
Welcome to another episode. As always, I start wrestling week because now it's Monday Night Raw, Wednesday night NXT and AEW, as well as now Friday night SmackDown. Is no longer Tuesday night where I give you the rumors on Monday, but Monday I give you the rumors for the week as it comes. Today's top rumors is revolving. I know CM Punk's been in the picture a lot. So is he back? Another one is NXT's hitting the road ? Original finish of the Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins Hell in a Cell match that was completely botched, and this one was supposed to be the main event, but the main event will be the Bray Wyatt one. But it was, as you didn't hear already, Charlotte is replacing Sasha Banks tonight on Monday Night Raw, and that's because
off the press.
Yeah, right. Sasha Banks is still out with an injury, so now it's Becky Lynch versus Charlotte for the first draft pick of tonight's continuation of the draft. If you haven't already seen it, go check out Macho Man and Dan Go review and a grade on Friday. Right as soon as SmackDown went off the air, they went live on Facebook and Twitter, and the whole social media. It's all in the description. So
a lot of hot.
Go read their recap on the show itself. Raw last week. I'm not going to talk about it because we're in the draft season. So who cares? SmackDown, just go watch that video. NXT AEW. I actually went to AEW in Boston last Wednesday. Phenomenal show. Just because I didn't watch NXT, my win for the week is AEW. This is last week, of course. The only thing is they have to fix their whole interview process that they always do. With the live mics are terrible. And another thing is the women's match, probably the only stale thing, a part of the show. And NXT, I know they killed it. Didn't watch it. No, Walter and Kushida had a great match, and everything else happened on the show. It is what it is. Go tune on the network if you haven't watched it. I clearly am not going to go bother tuning in because it's a new week, new rumors. Everything is fresh. It's a new season, new logo. Thank you, Timo. And we're just going to start it off like that. If you haven't already, of course, like, share, follow, retweet, subscribe. If you don't like rumors of being spoiled, I suggest you tune the fuck out. Before you do that, do everything I just said before. Because now it is time for rapid rumors. If you're new to the show, it's basically like this. I go through these things quick, and then we mainly focus on top rumors that I announced earlier in the show. If you're in the comments, please bring them in. Just bring it, because I love the comments that come in, and it's an interactive show. I like to talk to all I want to hear your opinions. I like to talk to you guys over on Facebook. So comment on the Facebook page, because that's where I'm mainly looking at right now. So first rap rumor for you today. Scarlett I still don't want to say her last name. Bourdais? Scarlett from the indie scenes, Impact Wrestling, all that good stuff. Basically, she had that tryout match, Performance Center, that I talked about a few weeks ago. She has, I should say clearly, it's a rumor. Take it with a grain of salt, as always. But she's been signed to NXT and will be making her TV debut on the USA Network soon. So she's at the Performance Center right now, getting in the rhythm, doing all that crap. Could be a rumor, could be true. Yeah, it is a rumor. Could be true, could be false. Well, it's soon to find out. That's all I got to say about that. Any Things about Scarlett?
Got nothing.
Moving on. She's a blonde, so it's already at 1 point for me. Moving on to now Saudi Arabia, the hashtag Blood Money show. The Crown Prince, if you're wondering why the Gypsy King Tyson Fury is now in a match with Braun Strowman, singles match, and you have Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez, singles match, now for the title. Basically, Cain Velasquez is now officially with the company. Tyson Fury, this looks like to be a one-off appearance.
Bummer.
Yeah. And the reason why he's going to be at Saudi Arabia is because the Crown Prince himself wanted Fury to compete there. It's not confirmed whether W's getting any extra money for bringing Fury in. Probably not, because Saudi already gave him that money. You know what I'm saying? That 10-year deal that we have to deal with 2 Saudi shows every year now. It sucks. I'm not looking forward to it. If you haven't heard, they're going to announce they're going to do a tag team turmoil match where there will be another WWE World Cup match that they did last year for the best in the world. Instead, this one's going to be the best tag team in the world.
Wow.
Don't care.
It's incredible.
And also announced today was Cesaro versus the Saudi guy that I don't know what his name is, but he won.
Mansoor.
Mansoor? Don't give a shit what your name is. You're in Saudi Arabia. You're nowhere relevant on any WWE television. Unfortunately, Cesaro will probably take the pin for you this coming few weeks. I think
October 31st.
Yeah.
Halloween.
Oh, Halloween. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm not going to watch. Probably will watch. It's like early in the day. I don't even know. Moving on now. Regarding now.
Hopefully something more entertaining, because this is terrible so far. This is terrible, terrible rumors.
Terrible rumors, unfortunately. When I get to the top rumors, it'll be better. But I'll say this one. The Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, apparently has full creative control of his character. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's him, or is it Paul Heyman? Because I think it's Paul Heyman.
I don't know if you heard.
I think Paul Heyman just gives the insight, and Brock gives the okay because it sounds good and it makes him look good.
And makes him look good, right? And then Vince is just.
I don't think Brock Lesnar's smart enough to think up his own.
But
creative.
I'll just say this: Brock Lesnar on the mic in that press conference, he's not bad.
Didn't watch it.
No. Well, go tune on the network if you haven't. Moving on now, Randy Orton is now officially part of Raw. But before I get with this rumor now, how about we just talk about that draft? Well, one thing with the draft. I feel like they definitely did. They did botch it, of course. Heavy Machinery was not supposed to be drafted that night, and they got drafted to SmackDown.
They weren't part of the list?
They weren't part of the list.
Oh.
And that's the rumor, one of the rumors. Regarding now, the Cesaro was on that list, did not get drafted. Everybody else that didn't get drafted was supposed to become free agents. And everyone that they didn't get drafted on Friday's show is already part of a show now, on the side draft that they did that no one cares about. Eric Young, all the jobbers, basically.
Wow.
Cesaro was not put on a show. He's the only one on that draft pool that was leaked. Not leaked, but W.com screwed everything up. That was not drafted. And the way they brought up Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross as a tag team was supposed to be drafted as a tag team, but they got drafted separately. Yeah. Both to Monday Night Raw. I think something happened along the lines where they didn't know where to fucking put Cesaro, and they didn't want to put him on a show. So what they did is they plugged. I'm assuming he's going to go to Raw, because I feel like they put Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. They separated them just to fill the draft rounds, and then just left Cesaro on the side. He's going to have a match at Crown Jewel. I think it would be best for him to go to NXT. I still call it a promotion. He calls it a demotion, I believe, and Dan Go and everybody else. I know Mr. NXT, Mr. AEW, what do you want to call him, Dane? He calls it a promotion as well.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him go back to NXT, just for the simple fact that Mansoor is also an NXT developmental talent, technically. So
what, in Saudi Arabia? I don't think he's in America.
I don't know where he is. I don't care where he is, but I think he's connected with NXT in some way. So if Cesaro signs to NXT as a free agent, it would make sense for this stupid match that apparently has something to do with the fact that he got eliminated from the Royal Rumble that they had.
I think Mansoor last eliminated Cesaro.
Yeah, something like that. It's stupid.
Way to go. I guess we're continuing.
Go back to Randy Orton.
Yeah, so Nate Cadero. Nate enforces here. I agree 100%.
Thank you.
So back to Randy Orton. This is regarding the drafts. Randy Orton is now on Raw, and it looks like he may be going babyface when he comes to Monday Night Raw, or at least W is testing that out. I think this is a bad call. He's better as a heel. I don't. He's better. I like him regardless, but I'm just saying. I think he kills it better as a heel as opposed to a babyface.
Yeah, it's definitely better for his character as a whole when he's in that heel, the Viper. I'm gonna kill you. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna RKO your ass.
Yep.
But I think Randy Orton is such a great superstar. He's one of the best of all time. That whether he's face or whether he's heel, he's gonna have the same crowd behind him because he just captures the crowd with a simple RKO.
Fun fact: 3 top superstars from 2002 were Brock Lesnar, John Cena, and 4: Batista as well as Randy Orton. Of all those 4 guys, Randy Orton was the guy that stuck with the company. All 3 went to Hollywood.
Company man.
Lesnar went to UFC. Regardless, he's back. Whatever. But I'm just saying,
the guy gets to take as many vacations as he wants. I feel like he's on vacation like every other month.
He's old, man. Come on.
Well, I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying he gets what he wants.
I feel like he went to Raw just because of the fact that it's probably maybe it might be a lighter schedule. I don't know. Maybe live events the way they position him now. I don't know. Maybe just the weekend and the whole rest of the week you get to be with your family.
I'm surprised Fox didn't request him. I know he's getting a little older, but the guy can still go.
He's a main guy of the company.
He's a top dog, so I'm surprised to see that he went to Raw. To be honest with you,
right? I don't know if you
I'll take it.
I don't know if you heard there was I guess 205 Live superstars attacked Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
Yeah,
they were having a no DQ match, I think, after SmackDown went off the air, dark match, and they attacked 205 superstars attacked. I don't see the meaning behind it. What I do know is that Kevin Owens and Randy Orton are both on Raw now. Is this going to be a potential tag team? I hope not. I really hope not. But then again, if they want to do babyface and Kevin Owens is already a babyface, then I guess this is the steps in the direction they want to go. But
since we are talking WWE draft here quickly during your rapid rumors, we have at Real WrestleCast on Twitter asking, will tonight be the split up of the New Day?
I don't think so.
I'm going to go with yes, and this is long overdue. I think one is split out of the 3.
And which one would you think that is?
I don't really care. I just want to see it, and I want to see the remaining 2 turn on each other. I've been asking for this since Kofi was the champ, and I wanted to see Big E get that singles push. So if this is the moment where Big E is split up from the New Day and he gets to finally have a great singles run, I'm all about it.
He won't get it, though. Even if he does get that heel put, it's still like it won't. WWE sucks, clearly. They don't know how to do anything correct. So clearly, because we're going to get to the top rumor of the Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins finish at Hell in a Cell. I know.
If not, where are they going?
I would have loved.
They're going to SmackDown?
I think they stay on Raw.
New Day?
I think they come to Raw.
New Day or Raw?
Yeah. I think with a 2-hour show, they don't have enough TV time to do their dances in the ring and throw pancakes into the crowd. I think they will stay on Raw. It's a 3-hour show. That's how you fill time. SmackDown, they got to push these big guys they want. Bray Wyatt's on there now, as we know. Then everybody else that's happening. So,
well, he's thinking Kofi stays on SmackDown
and Big E, and so the thing with that, this tag team turmoil, Saudi Arabia once again throwing a wrench into everything. They already announced the match, and they're announcing all 3 competitors. So it's obviously not all 3, but 2 of those 3. Maybe something could happen. We only need 2 for that tag team turmoil. So
we'll see.
The fact that they just dropped the title off Kofi just like that in a matter of 5 seconds.
Not even talking about it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. He's completely irrelevant. It's unbelievable.
See you later.
But I don't think it would be the correct direction. If they wanted to do something with this split, they should have done it when Kofi was champ. It'd be absolutely no meaning now.
I agree.
Just because it's a draft. Who cares?
I agree.
So, moving on. Before I do, though, comments coming in. What's up, Inside BA Mach? What's up, Dan the Man? He's still a Viper. Can't stop. Won't stop. Damn right. Randy Orton needs a long break. Refresh one last run. The New Day's still popping the crowd. That's Dave's asking that. I mean,
apparently.
I guess, yeah. And Dan the Man, how was AEW Dynamite? It was great show. I wasn't first row, but I felt like I was sitting first row because it's a small arena. And I will say this: it was a dark match. Kenny Omega versus Joey Janela. check it out on AEW Dark on YouTube tomorrow. There's the plug for AEW. The only one I will ever give for AEW.
Whoa.
Moving on. So, rapid rumors. Last one. This is regarding the drafts. Expect Paul Heyman guys, Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy, to end up on Raw since Paul Heyman runs the show.
Who are the guys again? One more time.
Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy. Both guys who have been underutilized on the SmackDown brand. Buddy Murphy was part of that superstar shakeup, and he kept giving promos where he's the best kept secret of some shit what he was saying on promos, and then he got thrown into the big dog and that whole storyline crap.
Well, I think the simple fact that Aleister Black had a throwaway match on Raw last week was already a sign that that's where he's going.
He's definitely going.
Buddy Murphy, I mean, could go. It's neither here nor there.
Neither here or there. That's going to wrap up Rapid Rumors. Now, moving on to Top Rumors. Before I do, like, share, follow, retweet, subscribe. Really simple. That's all you got to do.
Thank you for the share at Real WrestleCast.
There you go. Thank you for
Appreciate that.
So Top Rumors now is CM Punk back in the company. I wouldn't say he's back in the wrestling company. If anything, he's back in a wrestling form to talk wrestling in the Fox network, potentially. So this is just a rumor. Obviously, there's been rumors that he confirmed that he did have a interview, all that crap. Mm-hmm. Renee Young was present and for W Backstage, which is premiering November 2nd. There's a plug for WWE. How you like that?
Is it November 2nd?
Yes. October 15th is the tryout. Like, not a tryout. It's like the
one tomorrow?
It's a teaser, yeah.
Oh.
It's like, hey, here's what's going to look like in 2 weeks.
Got it. Okay.
They're going to test it. They're going to get their feet wet, and then 2 weeks it's going to be a legit every week show.
Sounds good.
Okay.
It's very late at night.
Is it?
It's like
11?
I think it's 11.
On Tuesdays, huh?
Tuesdays at 11. I don't know if I can make it.
Interesting time. I will say this. Fuck the bump on the WWE Network. If you don't know what the bump is, it's basically a ripoff of the People's Podcast. I'll just say that and end it there. Moving on now to Top Rumors. So regarding the CM Punk rumor, Punk's merchandise has been removed from the Pro Wrestling Tees website. And although this doesn't mean anything, it's certainly a strong sign that Punk has possibly signed a deal with Fox to appear on W Backstage. Not WWE, Fox. Completely not officiated. And nothing is, Vince has no control over CM Punk right here.
Yep.
It's just Fox. So
it's only a matter of time, though.
Exactly.
CM Punk will be at WrestleMania next year.
All day.
Is my prediction.
All day. Where is it? In Tampa this year? Coming up?
Yep.
Can't wait. Can't wait for that beautiful weather. But yeah, so, hey, he is the true best in the world. Oh no, even though Jericho's pretty fucking good too. And they both say it, so whatever. But moving on now to NXT now. Are they hitting the road? So W is considering taking NXT on the road in 2020. It could be because the company realized that when Full Sail has been a great home to them, but they need to emanate from larger venues in order to compete with the scope of AEW Dynamite.
Wow.
This is a mistake.
Wow.
I don't like it. Although I would love for NXT to come to like the Agganis Arena where I went to go see Dynamite. I don't know. It's probably holds up to. It's a small arena, so these are small arenas. AEW, they're smart. They're not going to go book TD Garden. I know me and Dana had this conversation on the ride up to Boston. They're not going to go book TD Garden, knowing they know their audience right now. You need to get started. You need to build the foundation before you even want to potentially do anything that big. So they're doing these small arenas. They're selling out. That's that easy. NXT is at the Full Sail University. Don't know how small Full Sail is, but it's clearly you're at a university of a college. So, university of a college. You're at a university, so that is a college. So just picture an auditorium. How about that? Jesus.
Basically,
that's what it is. But it still looks great on TV, whatever they do.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I think it's a stop making this. I know we're calling it a war, but W, you really are the ones that are like, you're just making it a war. Like, I think they are. Like with the first week, the first episode on the premiere week where NXT versus AEW happened, and then AEW won in the ratings, and they tweeted out, "Good job, guys, you got us." Listen.
It's a war, man.
I
It
know
is what it is.
I know it. I love it. I love
AEW
the
is
war.
making it a war just as much as WWE is. And
Exactly.
You know what?
That's another thing too. WWE's doing it, and even though people might say AEW's not doing it, and they're just focusing on themselves.
No, they're doing it. I mean,
Come
Jesus
on.
Christ. I mean, Chris Jericho's promo last week on Dynamite, my God in
Which
heaven.
maybe Cody Rhodes didn't approve it. Then again, there is no approving of anything. There's no script on AEW. It's just you go off the hip, and that's why it comes off great. And that's what Chris Jericho did. That whole promo was just right off his top of his dome. Sammy, don't care what you are. And then you have the tag team. Don't know if you're luchadors. No, you're not the Lucha Bros. You're I don't know who you are. Oh, LAX. There you go.
Yeah.
LAX, done.
Yeah.
And then you have Jack Swagger Hager, which they completely buried. Jericho completely buried We the People, which that arena was loud. I had goosebumps. Crazy. It was probably in a long time the loudest. Dane says Full Sail holds about 550. Thank you. So
550?
That's what he's saying.
Wow. No shit.
I mean, it's a university.
Oh,
so.
it's definitely small. I didn't realize it was that small. It's less than 1,000 people, huh? That's incredible.
Well,
that's incredible.
Well, I still don't think they should go in this direction.
Those are some loud ass motherfuckers. Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why both shows are so loud. It's such a small arena. So think about that. As far as there's one thing I do want to talk about AEW. So the NXT in the road. I'll let you. You want to talk about that? Do you think it's a smart idea?
I mean, it is what it is. I'm cool with it. If it comes around here, I'm gonna go.
Boston,
They're already doing some of that when they do their live shows. You know, I mean, what's the difference? You're just
True.
You're just adding a new tier to your Wednesday nights.
Right. I understand. Something I will say about Dynamite or AEW in general. I know W does this because clearly they always they take away signs. AEW was actually the security guards when I walked into the arena with I was with Dane. They were looking at signs, like security officers, people and people's signs to show their signs.
Wow.
I don't know what they were looking for. All I know is that in the actual crowd there was still a sign that said, "Vince, are you scared yet?" So I don't know what exactly they were pulling away.
They were probably just looking to make sure there's no like swearing on the signs,
like
and fuck Vince.
Yeah, maybe like clear things that are
burning hell WWE.
Yeah, like disrespectful things.
Maybe
like that. That's what it is. But I don't know. Just leave it alone. You know, I mean, WWE does it, so did AEW really want to do that? That's just my take on it. Yeah, so that's all. That's it. So moving on now. Main event of Top Rumors: the original finish of Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins at the Hell in a Cell.
Here we go.
Which
again.
I mean. It was the talk. It was the talk for a while. It still is the talk of how terrible they did it. What they should have, if you haven't watched, you're 2 weeks behind. So I'm just going to spoil it for you. This is a rumor mill, so you should be watching if you don't want to get spoiled. Seth Rollins is your Universal Champion because of the fact that he buried Bray Wyatt under some chairs, a ladder, and a toolbox, and then slammed the toolbox with a sledgehammer. And the ref called for the bell. And then X-Pac on Watch Along was saying, "How the hell do you how the hell do you get disqualified in a freaking Hell in a Cell?" W cleared that up.
He also said, "This might be the last time you guys have me on here."
Yes, clearly that's definitely gonna be the last time I have him on there. But I'm glad he said it. Like the finish was terrible, obviously, but as regarding now. They cleared it up. It was not a disqualification. It was just the ref ending the match for the superstar's well-being. Smooth. Terrible. Still terrible. If you really wanted to go in that direction, you should have done it the opposite way. Bray, a monster, the Fiend, should have destroyed Seth Rollins, and the ref calls for the bell. Bray gets screwed out of his championship. Still looks strong. You don't need this. He rises up the Undertaker, puts the mandible claw in Seth's mouth. End of the match. End of the pay-per-view. Instead, Vince, you said, you know what? Seth's gonna burn it down. Gonna beat the crap out of Bray with 11 stomps, which got way out of hand.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
A few like 5. I'll take 5. 4, 5.
Dude, that's
ridiculous. You did 11 stomps. 11 stomps. Then you did the ladder and the chairs and the toolbox
pedigrees,
and the sledgehammer. Oh,
everything. It was.
Yes, it builds the Fiend. But if the Fiend would have walked out of that, he could never be able to be defeated. You've kicked out of 11 stomps and pedigrees, everything. You got a comment?
Yeah, he's at Real WrestleCast.
Yep.
Shouldn't have been in a cage if that was the planned finish. I completely agree. It's just unfortunate that now Hell in a Cell is now its own pay-per-view, and there has to be a Hell in a Cell type of match.
It was great story. Like, see you in hell.
The story was perfect.
Perfect.
It was a perfect build-up.
And we got our hopes up. We got our hopes up.
They did it again.
They did it. They got us again. Son of a bitch. That damn Vince McMahon. Well, the rumor.
He got him.
The original finish of the Bray versus Seth match. Well, so basically, let's see. Wyatt was slated to take a gimmicked bump from the top of the cage, which would have then rendered him unable to compete. The match would have been stopped, like it did. However, to make Wyatt look strong, he was supposed to be booked in a post-match angle in which he would rise like The Undertaker and put the Mandible Claw on Rollins. So instead of
So you're basically saying they were going to take Hell in a Cell, Undertaker versus Mankind, where Mankind went through the table and got carried out.
Yeah.
And then came back.
Yeah.
Except instead you were going to have him get carried out.
No, not carried out.
Not even carried out.
Off or something.
Just
goes through the table and the match gets stopped.
Hey, better than the way.
Which, mind you, the year before, 2 years before, Shane McMahon jumped off the top, went through the table. The Sami Zayn pulled Kevin Owens away, and then Kevin Owens won.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I know
what to tell you. They need to just stop booking Hell in a Cell pay-per-views.
They made a mistake when they leaked the advertisement for Hell in a Cell.
Yeah,
which backed them up into a corner where they had to force Bray Wyatt into it.
Yep.
Because they obviously did not want to put the title on him yet. That is, I think it's clear based on the ending of Hell in a Cell. Without a doubt.
He's on SmackDown now.
And now you're moving him to SmackDown, even though it doesn't look like their feud is over.
Yeah.
But you're putting him on SmackDown so that he can't feud for the Universal title over on Raw.
Right.
But technically, Seth Rollins is not on either brand yet.
Yep.
So are you telling me he's going to get drafted to SmackDown and leave Raw without a champion at all?
Lesnar coming to Raw.
Are you telling me Lesnar's going to Raw?
Which Fox doesn't want that.
I don't know what I'm watching. I don't know what's happening with Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins.
Guess what? It's such good shit. We're back with that phrase. It's such good shit.
I mean, I really do think tonight is going to answer a lot of questions regarding especially this Bray Wyatt and Seth Rollins feud.
I think Seth stays on Raw. Just because Roman's on SmackDown.
Yeah, I think so. But
then again, they
then it's just like you wasted.
You're overexposing them.
You wasted a month.
Yeah, basically.
You wasted a month, which obviously it seems like they did a lot of wasting of time because they were just focused on Friday Night SmackDown's debut.
Clearly,
they didn't give a shit about Hell in a Cell. Clearly, there was only 3 matches announced up until the day of.
Yep.
They put all their eggs into the basket of Friday Night SmackDown on Fox. This has to succeed.
Got over 3 million views.
And then they had to put the rest of their eggs into the NXT debut on USA.
Yep.
Against AEW.
Yep.
And poor Bray Wyatt left to figure it out. He'll be okay. He'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
But
it's just
on to the next one, I guess. I think that's where we're going after tonight.
It's just a
who is
it's a damn shame.
This upcoming Friday is Bray finds his next target, I think.
Who do you think that person will be?
I don't know. I guess I have to see how these rosters fill out.
Roman Reigns, since he clearly, according to Dan Go, he's now in the John Cena character where he's not burying talent anymore. Well, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You can't say Roman Reigns is John Cena now with the character just because he hasn't been going for the title for 8 months. As soon as you go put him in a title match, guess what? We're gonna boo the shit out of him because we don't want to see it. It's plain and simple. I guess I'd rather see Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez than Roman Reigns title run. How about that?
So did you guys see? Did you see, or did anybody at home see Bray Wyatt's tweets over the weekend?
No. What did he say?
3 days ago, all he tweeted was, "I saw you." Is that related to Seth Rollins or is that related to Roman Reigns?
3 days ago was Friday, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he came out of it.
I saw you.
I saw you.
And then he tweeted again something crazy. Some wear a mask to hide. Some wear a mask to be free. Some just want to watch the world burn. I saw you. Everyone did.
He keeps saying, "I saw you."
I don't know. I don't know where he's going with that.
Do you think you see Bray Wyatt tonight?
I don't know.
My guess is actually I'm not gonna give my guess. I'm gonna give my opinion. I think my opinion is you don't book him tonight for anything. There's no need for Bray Wyatt tonight. It's a 3-hour show,
I don't know.
and I don't want to see Bray Wyatt.
I mean, the fact that
that's a shock. If I do see him tonight, I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah, he's here again.
Yeah.
But I truly think you don't need it. Like Dane told me, they're overexposing him.
it's very unfortunate that I think the main event of tonight is going to be Braun Strowman and Tyson Fury's contract signing.
Yeah. Yep.
That is ridiculous.
Also announces the tag team match of Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler versus the Viking Raiders.
Not the main event. That's probably kicking off the 9 o'clock hour, maybe the 10 o'clock hour.
And then the draft's going to be in between everything.
Yeah, sure.
24/7 will run through again. And
just get the Braun Strowman shit over with, man. That's garbage.
He's gonna lose to Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. And I don't fucking understand that name either. But yeah. Regarding of Raw last week, apparently Paul Heyman and Vince McMahon, they were not happy as they debated how to book the fallout of that Rollins versus Wyatt match, which was a very smart booking of not putting either man on the show. Terrible saying Bray Wyatt's not medically cleared. Once again, you're stupid. You've botched the finish. He looked strong because he got up. He's not medically cleared now. I thought the Fiend wasn't human, according to Bray Wyatt's promos. It doesn't make sense. Such good shit.
Did they say he wasn't cleared tonight?
Yes.
They said
last week.
They did.
Bray Wyatt and Sasha Banks are not medically cleared. And they both did not show up, but Bray Wyatt showed up after Raw went off the air to, I think, Cesaro got the mantle claw.
Yeah, the mistake was definitely made that there wasn't a Firefly Funhouse. That's what you should have done.
Yes.
He may not be medically cleared.
Don't say it.
Don't say it. Just
He's
have him put on
man.
a Firefly Funhouse.
You're killing your own monster. Literally. Just like you killed the monster among men. Yeah. Because we don't give a shit about him either anymore. But apparently there was the huge thing with Paul Heyman and Vince. Paul Heyman lost Bray Wyatt at SmackDown. He's pissed about that too.
Rightfully so.
Yep. So how tonight goes, don't know. All I know is that
it'll be here in about 30 minutes.
30
minutes.
Look at that. It's 7:23 right now, Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching overseas in Saudi Arabia, I apologize for not wanting to watch your show at the King Rajat Stadium, whatever it's called. But yeah, your Saudi shows have no interest in me because all the good guys will win, and except for Shane McMahon was a good guy at the time. Yeah, that's usually how Saudi Arabia goes.
Brock Lesnar's going to win.
Brock Lesnar will win. Tyson Fury will win. Cesaro will lose. Tag team turmoil. Who cares? Because that's going to be the one that decides the chop. That's that right there.
Yeah, let's not get ahead of ourselves yet.
Just saying, it's in 2 weeks, right? Yeah, 2 weeks.
Yeah, I guess
People's Podcast returning in 2 weeks.
Wow.
So, with that wraps up today's show. I have nothing more to say. Tonight will be a travesty again. I will have more words to talk about next week. But if you haven't already, please like, share, follow, retweet, subscribe. If you don't like my opinion, I don't give a shit. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because it's SmackTalk, and we're always laying the SmackTalk. You guys have a good week. Have a good wrestling week. Macho Man Matty Savage, Insider BA, Too Sweet. I will see you all next week.
Peace. And we're blurry.